100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell raised an army and tried to conquer the world. He was stopped by an unlikely hero, Sheriff Aesop Stormwood. As Hollowell died, he prophesied that he would be reborn twice more and rise again. Stormwood looked him in the eye and said if Hollowell did, his descendants would strike him down. Sheriff Aesop Stormwood went on to form Stormwood and Associates to make sure they'd be ready for Hollowell's returns. A private detective, security, and federally licensed magic users agency. 25 years ago, Hollowell returned for the first time, and a Stormwood made good on Aesop's promise. But the third coming of Hollowell may not be so far in the future. But the young Raz Stormwood just might know it's coming, and she plans to be ready. For this story arc, we have a guest GM, Brittany Smith.
So, it's a normal day at the office. Except you have a new present and co-worker, Fred. He sits on the table in a nice little box, surrounded by little cans of cat food and catnip. And there's a letter written in crayon. And it says, "Thank you so much," with a backwards N and K. "You guys are the best. Thank you for being my friend. Love, Mathis." Fred meows at you. Meow.
What in the... I am not taking care of a cat.
It's a long story.
Oh, kitty.
You know, we could give this thing to one of the interns and they could take it home and I could never have to deal with this. I'm just saying. It's I think Ginny would like a cat. She's very happy and cheerful. She appears to like people and things.
As you guys are discussing this, the intern Brian is eating coffee grounds and looking at you guys.
Brian, your doctor said no. Your mother called me and said not to let you do this. Your doctor gave us a note. Like you are, but I am. Do not put it down. Put it down.
Before Kel has an aneurysm, the cat, Fred, is already by Brian. Brian looks at the cat, Fred, confused. And as Fred looks at Brian, he haunches his back, yells at him with the most piercing screech, and Brian drops the coffee grounds and walks away very quickly.
Now we should just give the cat to Brian. They seem to have a rapport.
Fred goes over to Kel and purrs.
I do not like you. I am not your friend.
Fred adores you.
Do we have like a litter box? Because like the thing's gonna poop somewhere. I'm just letting you guys know. Cat poop is very bad on the sinuses.
Well, we seem to have an excess amount of coffee grounds.
That is not appropriate.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Sake. Okay.
That is actually really funny. All right.
I pick up the cat.
As you guys are discussing, the cat purrs immensely. That cat
I walk over to Bill, holding the cat as far in front of me as possible, keeping it away from my bodies.
That cat is just a motorboat.
I'm doing that thing where you
purring.
hold it under its front legs and then the bottom just hangs forward. Anyways,
cat adores it.
No cat adores being held like that, in my experience. Anyways, I walk over to Bill, and I shove the cat into his hands. This is your problem.
This is not a good thing to... Oh, God!
Fred adores you too, Bill.
This is my sinuses are now well equipped for this.
As Bill is sneezing, there is a knock at the door.
What? Okay, I go back out to the lobby and... So is it a knock at like the office door or the...
Yep,
okay.
the office door.
Yeah, because
there's a client coming.
Alright, because we're on the second floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to grab the cat from Bill and just like cradle him like a baby in my arms.
Fred approves of this.
Alright, So they're knocking at the. So are they knocking at the door in the lobby to the rest of the office, or are they knocking at the door to the lobby?
Knocking at the door to the office.
Okay. Then I'm going to go back out there, and well, then I'll go out there because that's where my desk is, anyways. In theory, I'm supposed to be sitting out there and not dealing with the goddamn cat. All right. Well, I mean, it's glass. I should see who it is. I should be able to see who's knocking before I get out there. We have zero privacy. Who is? What am I looking at as I approach the door?
As you turn, you see a woman dressed in a nice business suit, pencil skirt. She has long black hair and the strangest glowing green eyes you've ever seen.
I don't know. I've seen pretty strange eyes. All right. Is this a person? Am I expecting anyone on the calendar, or is this a walk-in?
This is a walk-in.
All right. I go out to the lobby. How can I help you, ma'am?
Hello. My name is Marisol. She extends her hand for you to shake it. I'm here for business, actually. Are you the Stormwood I should speak to?
No, my name is Kel O'Reilly. I am one of the associates here at Stormwood and Associates. Can I inquire what this is about?
I got a gleaming recommendation from one of our, how do I say this, homeless clients that your company was the savior of their campment. And I'm here to inquire about a job, actually, for you guys. Are you guys available? Or should I wait?
So, Marisol, what's your last name?
I forgot to think of a last name.
Make up a last name.
We're just going to say Thompson.
All right. So, if you can just give me a moment, let me see if my boss is available to speak right now. Okay. So while I I'm going to leave her in the lobby. On my smartphone, I would like to use as I walk back into the main thing, I would like to use research to find out everything I can about this person.
Okay. As you do research, you see that her Facebook profile is kind of hidden. You can see the profile pictures. You do see where she works. She works at a church. She has nothing but business attire, maybe a few vacation photos next to some gentleman that doesn't seem to be on her profile because it says single.
Okay.
Other than that, squeaky clean.
What church does she work for?
The Sanctuary of Vara. Well, or Mercy.
Sanctuary of what?
We're going to go with Mercy. The Sanctuary of Mercy.
Is this a church I've heard of?
Yes. It's a very popular church. One of the few major religions in the area. Very wealthy.
Okay. What do I know about this religion?
It's a very old religion. It had started as a war between two factions. There was the Saint Vara, as she is now known, and the followers of Morrow Sharp. There was a very huge battle, and the victor was the Saint Vara, who, after the battle, was renowned as a hero and savior of the world. For the followers of Morrow were essentially an evil sorceress who wanted to raise the dead and bring back her dead lover.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to Raz. Hey, boss.
What's up?
We got some lady from that wackadoo church, Sanctuary of Mercy, sitting out in the lobby.
Okay.
And for some reason, she's interested in hiring us. I don't have details yet. Literally, this is all I know. But I thought you might want to know there's a religious fanatic sitting in the lobby.
Good to know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm Catholic. If there's a problem, they can solve it. If you need to find someone, they can do it. Stormwood and Associates is a detective, security, and federally licensed magic users agency. If you need help, they'll be there. But don't get in their way, or else you'll get caught in the eye of the storm. Anyways, let's should I let her in? Should you want to meet with her? Do you got time, or do you want to just play with the cat?
I can multitask.
Okay, because 50-50. I hate cats, but cats seem more interesting than this. All right, I'll bring her back to the conference room.
Cool. Meet you there.
All right, so I go back out to the lobby. So my boss, Raz Stormwood, is willing to meet with you, and I will lead you back to the conference room where you can sit down and talk to her.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
All right. And I lead her back to the conference room through our walls of lacquered wooden glass.
Lovely office you have here. I'm really enjoying the look.
Yeah, the building's historical. Because, everything is classified as historical in this frickin' town.
Oh. Then you'll love our church.
Will I? Okay.
Bill.
All right, so this is the room. Again, we've gone a whole, 15 feet. But you just take a seat in here.
She takes a seat.
I make faces at Babbitt.
I make faces back.
On his nose. Bill is still just blowing his nose because it's allergies,
still
man.
Holding Fred and probably playing with his pooge.
Oh, he loves that.
Freaking
It's great because my cat hates.
So, I'm going to guess that Raz walks in holding Fred to do business.
Yep.
All right.
And I lean back in the corner like usual in these meetings, looking at my phone. Not really.
Oh, I see you have one of Mathis's familiars. How lovely.
Yes. He was gifted to us after we did a job together.
Oh, wonderful. It's kind of why I'm here to talk to you guys today. She pulls out a paper from her bag and gives you a list of items that you've heard of before as legendary items, and you kind of examine it and go a little confused at her. What's this? You wonder.
You wonder.
Yes. I'm here today because our church needs an update on its security. With the changing of times, we really, really need a digital system and a physical security system for what's coming to our church. You see, the artifacts that pretty much give our religion, a base in fact instead of other religions, is that it's going to be appearing here. And I need you guys to do security detail for us.
We definitely can do that. We have the capability to do that. What exactly would you like that to entail?
We need cameras. We need spells that protect the items. We need to make sure no one comes in, uses them, wears them, or steals them. They are highly valuable.
Well, I know we can definitely upgrade to physical security. That's not really a problem. We have, obviously, equipment like cameras and security systems that can be installed or at least ordered. If you're going for magical protection, warding is a little beyond what an agency like ours can do. It's on our main office, we have warders who could do that sort of thing in New York, but I don't believe that anyone on our current staff can do built-in warding per se. That's a pretty advanced magic. Frankly, there's probably only 3 guys on the entire West Coast who can do that, and I don't think any of them are in San Ricardo. We do have employees with magical ability who are capable of guarding things for limited time.
Oh. How much is their time? Because the church is paying for this.
Oh, we have standard rates, and I can give you our rate sheet. I'm gonna go get our rate sheet.
Okay.
Flag down one of the interns, get them to bring over the rate sheet. I don't hate these people. I'll give them the standard rates.
Yay. This is very reasonable. When can I hire you guys? Can you start tonight at least? Come scout out the church?
I don't think we had anything scheduled.
We don't have anything on the schedule for tonight. That is correct.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll be at the church. I'll introduce you to the monks and the nuns that are there. They're not really used to technology, so an introduction would be great.
Okay.
Can do.
Now, when I say they're not used to it, I mean they know how to use beepers. Is there any technology that, I don't know, you guys have that can fit to what they're used to?
Are you asking me if I have anything compatible with an old Pages system?
Not so much compatible, more like able to calm their nerves. They're a little scared of technology. I was able to at least get them to use beepers.
Antidepressants? A Xanax? I don't know. It's the level of how you outfit your people is kind of. I'm sorry. I guess I'm not really sure what the question is, because I mean you're asking us to install security, which is fine, and really, that's going to be what you'd end up with is a central control room to command the stuff. Now, if you wanted to export that feeds to smartphones, that is something you could do. But if I don't, this
I'm
is
sorry.
the year 2019, ma'am.
I know.
No offense, but
It's just our sister, Miss Catherine McKnight, is a little stuck in her ways. She's very technology against, and I'm trying very hard to see to it that she accepts what's coming. It took Father Elmwood Pine months, and I mean months, to convince her and our main convent in Rome to send these items. So anything that'll just, I don't know, maybe distract her would be a big help.
I mean, I guess I'm just confused as to what we could possibly do to help her. I'm assuming most of the sisters or whatever aren't going to be actually using the tech. Whoever's in charge of monitoring your security will be. So what's for the rest of them to worry about?
Well, no one that isn't part of the convent is allowed overnight.
Okay.
So we just need a few of
the question,
monks and nuns are just going to be watching it at night.
And that's fine. But are all of them afraid of technology?
Yeah, it's why they hired me.
I mean, it comes down to the fact that someone's going to have to watch the screens. Period. It's it now.
Which isn't so much of a problem. Brother Lel loves screens, so he'd probably be the one up all night doing it. The only issue is Sister McKnight, but you'll see when you arrive later. But other than that, so long as you guys are accepting the job, I'll see you at the church tonight. I have to get running.
All right, so I need you to, first off, obviously, with any of our services, we require half down up front, and I will need you to fill out some paperwork here with, I flagged down one of the responsible intern, Amy. I flagged down Amy to get her over here to step Ms. Thompson through the paperwork.
All right. They do all that paperwork, all that goodness. And you guys just go over the list of what you have to, what is coming to San Ricardo. And you are slightly terrified at the items that are arriving that's going to be in this church that don't have any security system. So I'm gonna.
So what are we looking at here on these items?
Let's
remembering that this is a radio show. Also,
I'll read it. So there's a full set of armor. Many of these names are ancient and old, but several things catch your eye. One being, let's see.
All right, so we got like a bunch of stuff on here. Looking at this list, we got the full set of the Acolyte's Dawn, which gives some abilities that I cannot really map into the system. There's a Cloak of Elvenkin, which would be handy for like a thief who had like stuff. A Helmet of Acolyte's Dawn.
That last one wasn't even. I didn't even think that last one was real.
The Helmet of Acolyte's Dawn?
Yeah. That was like a bedtime story. That was like one of those like goofy mythical items that my mom used to talk about, like, you know, Narsil or AOL discs.
There's a AOL discs for real, kid. All right. Gloves of Deft Hands. All right. Diamond Glory Shield of Mercy. Belt of the Unbreakable. Yeah, so we got the boots of Acolyte's Mercy, Life Bane, Soul Harvest.
That fancy sickle looks real neat. Life Bane. Man, I should give a cool name to my grappling hook gun.
I think you should call it Bess.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Is the stuff
He
on
seems
here
like a
even
Bess.
legal?
Well, it's if churches are exempt from federal mage rules, just like they're exempt from taxes.
Yep.
So,
oh my gosh!
Like as long, like if they got the stuff in the reliquary or whatever, you know, it's they got it. I mean, that's. Yeah, this is Staff of Mercy.
That one doesn't sound as scary.
No, that's not bad. I mean, you know. Yeah, I got some fancy stuff here. I mean, this would be stuff that would be bad to be stolen, and it's rather alarming that there is no... You know, this is the problem. See, like, if we were holding this stuff and we wouldn't have adequate security, we'd get reviewed by the government, we'd have a license taken away. Like, we're sitting on some, like, pretty, like, we have locks, we have alarms, we are not... Oh, my... And frankly, I think Brian's been living in the supply closet. His mother calls
been
me.
A weird smell in there for a couple days.
His mother calls me, and it is just awkward. Oof! I should have never given her my number. All right.
As you guys go through the list, you're like, "This can't be real," as Bill has said, it can't be real, but it is. A lot of these items are now coming to San Ricardo, and you have no idea what organizations would be targeting this. So, will you guys be bringing out the big guns, or will you just be like small, dainty, like security system?
All right, so
I'm going to be honest with you guys. My first priority is going to be trying to make sure all this stuff is even real. I don't know. Call me a skeptic, but
I don't know, man. Like, there's some wacky stuff out there.
And well, there is a history of church religious iconography being fake. You know? Yeah,
but those are my guys more than anybody else. It's I don't know.
You said it. I didn't.
It's. Well, it's because I'm part of a real religion and not like some weirdos worshiping some mages. It's like people worshiping you, Bill. It would be weird, right?
it would be weird now. I mean, like, if I used to do something cool, I guess it would sort of make sense. But, like, yeah, like, if someone was worshiping me because, like, that one time I sat through all 4 seasons of Battlestar Galactica without getting up, yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, oh my god. Like, you've literally turned people to dust. Anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just, like, basic level magecraft. Jeez, like, that was... My mom used to do stuff like that all the time.
Oh my god. Okay, so...
That's much worse.
We got all this stuff here that is now sitting unguarded and unprotected. All right. I think I got in storage a bunch of cameras, and I can put together with... based on what we're billing them, I can put together a nice system with some monitors and some cameras. And do we have the floor plan, or am I gonna have to go look that up?
Oh, you can have the floor plan. In fact, ask Lily. Oh, sorry, Marisol. Changed her name several times.
All right, so, well, do I have to ask her, or can I just go get it?
I mean, you can look up on the internet and look at the churches, the Sanctuary of Mercy, and look at the floor plan. Like, it's public knowledge. They have records.
Yeah, so I just need to I just need to glance at the floor plan to make sure that I have enough cameras that I'm bringing to make sure I don't have any dead spots, and that, and so I'll bring that plus a central computer and some hard drives to store footage on, and, probably set it up with a cloud account somewhere, basic stuff that Kel knows how to do.
Perfect. That'll help them a lot.
And if I've got to spend a tech solution point on that to actually get it working, that's fine. But just make sure that we have the equipment for it and load it up into one of our SUVs. I have a motorcycle, but I never get to ride my motorcycle. Because we're always going on jobs all together, and like this, I definitely couldn't. We need to bring the stuff. Just sitting there, gathering dust. It's ridiculous.
One day you'll ride your motorcycle, but not today. All right. After all the paperwork signed, a check is written for half the deposit, and Marisol hands it to Kel.
All right. I hand it to Amy, the intern.
Okay. Sorry, I keep forgetting your interns do work, not you guys.
We do work. We do the fun work. Or Kel sometimes sits in a chair and yells at people and uses his skills. But, we've got... Interns are great. You don't have to pay them. They get college credit. And at least out of 5, if you get 5 of them, at least one of them will actually do work.
It's such an awful system. It's just slave labor.
Yeah. I know, it's great. I don't have to pay them. All right. So.
All right. You guys are in the van, and you're going to the church.
Now.
It's a nice
large SUV.
Large SUV. Who's with you?
I'm driving.
Babbitt's driving.
Babbitt's driving. I'm obviously.
I just got my license.
I'm assuming we're all going.
All right.
Yeah, but do I want to bring Fred?
No, Fred has to stay. No cats are allowed in the sanctuary. I'm sorry. Fred has to stay. He might explode. Just so you know.
Give it to Jenny. She seems cheerful, and if she accidentally blows up, she won't sue.
Yeah.
Also, I just found my allergy meds in my desk. I don't want to deal with that during a job.
I'm just saying a cat is not a thing for the workplace. The workplace is not a place for a cat. I don't know.
I know several bookshops that would disagree with you.
And a law firm which hired a cat. So I think Raz just hired Fred as an employee and put him on the payroll.
No, she didn't, because Kel handles that paperwork. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Raz would tell Kel to do that, and then Kel would say no and give the cat to one of the interns.
But it's okay if the intern wants to keep the cat at the office.
No, it's not. You're going to kill Bill. That was not meant to be a reference.
Fred could stay in my office.
We all go into your office at various points throughout the day. Danda floats in the air. Besides, with all these hardwood floors, like the amount of sweeping that, we're going to have to make, well, the interns do the sweeping. Still.
Interns do the sweeping. Interns do the clean. Like, what else do they do? Paperwork.
Hey, I write the paperwork. They just haven't filled out the forms. I made the forms.
I'm pretty sure Fred's well taken care of by the interns.
Did you guys, did anyone actually get the cattle litter box? Because, I'm just saying, there's gonna be poop.
Don't worry. Fred already pooped in the coffee grounds.
That's not better. Who are we talking to? Anyway.
Well, Brian won't eat them then.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's blunt, but he has a point.
End up with toxoplasmosis. I know it, and the doctor already is worried about his blood pressure. I swear. He's a weird guy who freaks me out sometimes, but I don't want him to die.
You're not wrong.
First off, if one of the interns die, who's going to clean up the dead intern?
Your intern? We have.
I can't believe you guys are talking about it this way.
Hopefully you're not talking about it in front of the interns.
We're in the car.
Okay.
The interns aren't here. We're in the car. Who am I talking to?
This is our road trip talk.
This is the road trip conversation. I'm sure that right now you can hear a car drive by from one side to the other and some traffic noises in the background. We're driving.
Is there some music playing?
No.
That's up to He's driving.
Yeah, it's Natalie Imbruglia.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are. I am not paying to play Natalie Imbruglia music right now. So instead, this is a red sword. I'm happy. This is happy. Wow, I can see the clothing sky torn.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know this is a cover.
It's a parody.
No, Natalie Imbruglia did not write the song Torn. She was like the third person to record it.
I thought you meant you singing it.
The band that recorded the band that wrote it actually is the second to record it. Like this, I think it was a Swedish pop singer did it first. It's a really weird if you ever listen to it. No, but Natalie Imbruglia is like the third person to record this song. But everyone thought she wrote it because she came up in like this era of like singer-songwriter women. But no, who sang in a similar style. But no, she was just like a soap star who put out an album and she didn't write any of it.
Your knowledge of music is impressive. I'll be the first to admit that.
I don't know. You know this stuff.
I don't know this stuff.
Yeah, but you don't know lots of stuff.
That was insulting.
Excuse me? Come on. I'm an archmage, I'll have you know.
Yeah, it's great. You do some magic. Kel makes a little bit of light flash around his fingers. I took some correspondence courses. Ain't that hard?
Oh, look at you. I took some correspondence courses. It is that hard.
Oh, no. I feel like I could do now what you did when you started here. I'm just saying.
Well, that's great. You can always use more magic users. Very handy.
Yeah, sure.
Fine.
Hey, Babbitt, how much longer do we get to this place?
I don't know, a couple minutes.
You want to swing by the Dairy Queen on the way back home?
Yeah.
I mean the good one, not the shitty one with that orc kid who hates us.
Absolutely not.
I mean,
if
we go to the one on Highland, you're the one who's got to go in.
Not doing it.
Well, because he doesn't know you. We could all hide in the car and you could go in.
All right, we'll go to the good one.
We'll go to the good one? Okay. You know, they got hot dogs at the good one. It's a full, like, the grill and chill thing.
Okay, we're there.
At the Dairy Queen or at the church?
The church. You guys arrive at the church. You see a magnificent how do I put this? You see a magnificent structure. It is 2 stories high. And the outside is covered in grass. Fresh cut grass, by the way. A wonderful lawn. You pass by a river for some reason. You have no idea why this place is so huge. But as you walk up, you see the shimmering stained glass that adorns it.
That's nice. I mean, it's not St. Patrick's Cathedral, but it's nice.
It's classy. I can deal with it, I guess.
You guys walk up to the double doors. They're closed, but unlocked.
Can I detect spooky? I'm feeling a little imposed by this. Okay, gonna do some detect spooky.
Let me check the rules on that.
Detect spooky is a give me 5 minutes skill, isn't it?
I think so.
It just means it works.
Yeah.
So if there's anything magical of any kind here, he can tell.
You detect magic, but it's not outside. It's clustered in the center of the altar. But it doesn't feel ominous. In fact, everything feels kind of nice for the first time ever. You're kind of confused by it.
Hey, so it's not feeling especially spooky. I'm honestly a little off put by this, guys.
Yeah.
It's
a church.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always possible that one of these is going to turn out to be some dark satanic temple that is trying to steal our souls, or at least that's what Father Kevin would have told me growing up. But it's probably just a place people like to go.
You guys are way too chill with magic items in a church.
I'm not. Like I said, I'm Catholic.
Oh, right.
All right.
All right. As you guys walk into the building and open the doors, you hear a ruckus. It is people everywhere in robes, and you're kind of seeing from the back as this very busy scene is unfolding before you. There are people running around. There are people grabbing stuff. There are huge crates in the center of this altar where it should be relatively clean, and you see a sister nun talking to Marisol from the office, and they're not having a good conversation. It looks very tense. So does everyone else. It's a little just tense as you see them.
All right. Wonderful.
How is it that the magic items aren't the thing that's creeping me out? All right.
I don't know. You think there's someone here named Ron Ferguson? That's a sound effects joke if you ever pay attention to the background of the episode. All right, so let's walk over there and say hi, boss.
I walk over to Marisol and see if she notices me. Not to intrude on their conversation.
You kind of overhear before you say anything or she notices you. You hear their conversation, and it kind of goes something like, "I can't believe you invited heathens to this church. You know they need to be cleansed before they enter." And Marisol, it's not 1970, Sister Cat. It is 2019. We have tried very hard to bring you guys up to date. You have beepers now. I really just need you to cooperate, to understand that with the coming of the ages, with new people, younger people, and a younger generation, we need to update. We don't have to be stuck in tradition. That beeper I threw in the toilet. I swear. It's Sister Cat that notices Raz first. And you see the look on her face is disgust. And then she goes, "Purple hair." Can't believe you invited these people.
It's more of a reddish magenta.
She gives a dead look to Kale. Really?
Yeah.
She sighs and looks at Marisol. If they dirty this church with their ideas, you are responsible.
Raspberry. It's like it's a nickname.
She ignores Kel and walks away.
Basic color theory.
I'm sorry about that. That is Sister Cat. She's
I really don't like cats.
Very old.
And I mean, I can definitely see Cal like trying to get a high five and just shaking, and Bill just shakes his head.
Guys, Marisol says, I'm sorry about this. It turns out the items are here today. They weren't expected to come until 2 weeks from now. Apparently, and they express shipped them over a day. I didn't think Amazon could do that.
Oh, yeah, no, they're pretty great. Yeah, sign up for
we did
Prime.
not plan for this.
Oh, that was the evil. It was Jeff Bezos.
Wait, why?
You got these from Amazon?
I'm very confused. Amazon does not own its own shipping company. They use other people. I mean, UPS, USPS, FedEx,
they own their own shipping.
Magecraft.
I'm sorry.
They're pretty good.
They have their own shipping company. I know.
All right.
It's terrifying.
All right,
I
so,
used to work
so
there.
we need to get this stuff installed right away.
Mm-hmm. If you could please, the exhibit here, follow me. And she motions for you to follow her. She takes you to the sacristy. It's 2 double doors. You guys are just walking past this commotion, past people wondering and gawking at these items that are still in crates and trying to unpack them. Everyone here is very much excited, but also essentially having a religious experience right now. So you just walk past them all and just, okay, I need to take a deep breath. I'm sorry. It's just been so busy. I didn't expect this to come today. I just hired you guys. They wanted us to install security before the items arrived. But here, and she opens a double door that leads to a large storage area. And if you look on your map, it's very tiny. It should not be this size. It's huge. And you all kind of just go, is this a alternate room? It's pretty much an alternate dimension that stores huge items.
You TARDISed a room.
Yes.
The amount of magic required for something like this is incredible. Oh, boy.
All of our sanctuaries have them.
All of them do?
Yes.
And no security.
Well, we're very peaceful. We store things here. It's our storage room. There are like lights and decorations everywhere. You can tell they like decorate for church and tables and chairs. But we'll be using this area as the storage for the magical items. You guys can start here. I have to go take care of some things.
All right, so I am going to call the office and try to grab 2 of the interns to help me install this. Let's say I'm going to grab Amy, who is the one who does all the work and hates you and needs coffee. That's her whole character description. And Mike, who thinks he's cool but isn't, but gets sent to buy lunch and does nothing else. Because I don't trust Brian, and Jenny's going to be one looking after the cat, and Lucian's entire personality is, do you know who my parents are? So
Bill is just gonna poke at things just out of curiosity for how this dimension expansion thing is even working.
My name is Trey Dorn, and I played Kel. Raz Stormwood was played by Gen Proc, Babbitt by Kyle Johnson, and Bill by Nick Izumi. This storyline has a guest GM, Brittany Smith. Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued.